live. Are we live? Are we live? What does that mean? Okay. Let's do that. Chat. More messages. Okay. Bringing out this new stuff. Good morning, Red Lady. Yeah, good morning. I got the cafe set up over here. My grinder's going. Sorry about the noise. I'm grinding fresh coffee beans for my coffee. Larry Evans, good morning, Larry. Buck Brown, good morning. Guess where I am? I know where you are. You are at a happy place, my brother. Send it. Send it. Says, good morning. It's nobody. My name is nobody. Formerly, my name is nobody. Is now send it. For all of you that are pals in the trucker chats, my name is nobody's been around with us all for a long time. I'm scooping my little coffee. So, good morning, everybody. It is Sunday. What day is it? October 5th. My oldest child is on the 15th. Can't remember how old she is right now. Does that ever happen to you guys? Her birthday is on the 15th of October. That is when the anniversary of when I had my first child. It was horrible. And I was really fat. I got up to 200 pounds with that pregnancy. For me, that's a lot of weight. No offense to anybody who might weigh 200 pounds. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just saying that was like, for me, that was huge. Because my average weight should be like 150 pounds. I'm about 15 pounds over that right now. But I'm coming down from 202 since I started the carnivore. I'm feeling skinny, guys. I'm feeling skinny, which is a good feeling. I'm swimming in my clothes. It's obvious to me, but the animals in the house. Good morning, Shannon. Good morning. Thank you for the gift, Buck Brown. I'm just trying that thing out to see how that works. I set a goal today for 10 gifts. And thank you, Buck, for the first one. I appreciate that. He sent me a flower. Thank you, Buck. I love flowers. I wasn't a big fan of them my whole life, you know, like in the relationship thing. So, but I kind of feel differently now. I love flowers. I love them more in the ground, living. Okay, I will say that. I will say that. So I'm just, I got my little espresso. I love the fact that I can make a fresh espresso in the truck. So I'm kicking off this live stream with some espresso. Nice little double shot here. And while I'm preparing the coffee, preparing my coffee is like a meal. Watch this. I'm just mad scientist in my coffee. So I put a big fat chunk of butter, and then I put. Did I not get it out? Oh. And then this yummy stuff for my MCTs. Organic coconut oil. So I add another chunk of fat in there with that. Because fat is my favorite thing. In the diet. Not on my butt. I'll never get away from that. Trust me, you guys. Trust me. So, I just bought this yesterday. So, I just kind of do a nice, healthy scoop of that. About that much. I hope y'all are doing well today. Praise the Lord. We woke up again. Ooh, that's cool. Thanks, Red Lady. That's I love it. Thank you. That's pretty neat. I don't know what this does, so we're just gonna kind of wing it and see what happens with the gifts. YBN's in the house. You like YNS? I don't know what that means. You homeless? No, I have several homes actually. Thank you, Samuel. Are you homeless? If you are, we will definitely get together and pray for you. Loving my hairdo today. I'm gonna throw a hat on because I'm getting my little frizzies on, and I don't want to do that. Let me pick one. I have a ridiculous amount of hats, and most of them are dirty. That's okay. We'll just throw one on. I'm feeling the pink today. I don't know. This hat's kind of funky. I love. Yeah. See, look, something's wrong here. Okay, we're just gonna go with the old faithful international. This is what I call my cooter hat. Cooter. Like Cooter, like on the Dukes of Hazzard. He like had the same hat on all the time. This is my dirty old trucking hat that I got when I bought the red truck. So I'll do that. I'm digging it. It's comfortable. I feel like it's formed just right. It's a little dirty. You know, it's good. It's good. Be respectful for anyone. Buck's mama's in the house, girl. I'm mad at you. You gotta call me back and give me some love. I've been worried about, not so much worried about you, because I know you're strong. You ain't kick through anything. But you know, a sister likes to check on you. Want to check on you, make sure you're doing all right out there. Thanks for coming in. It's a joy to have you in here. And I hope it is a beautiful day out there for you as well. It's a beautiful day here in Michigan. And I'm just about to get my coffee show on. And I hope you are well today, my sister. Thanks for coming in. Oh, she gets a wrench. Can I give her a wrench? Yeah. Mama, I'm giving you a wrench. Okay. Yeah, moderators, to any trolls who will be coming in, my moderators are loaded for bear today, and they're fired up. And so, look out. Don't cause no trouble. Don't be disrespectful. We're in here to welcome in this new week that the Lord has provided for us, and be grateful, and start out our week with gratitude and joy. And if you're a troll and you can't dig on that, you should probably just keep on doom scrolling. Because it is sunshiny in here today. Okay, so I put the fat in there, right? I put all this fat in here, guys. There's a whole bunch of fat in there. See that? And then I take a little bit of vanilla. There's no sugar in it. I put a nice splash in there. I do 2 squirts of green tea extract for antioxidant benefits, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And you know, I guess they say it's good for weight loss too. Whatever. I put 2 good squirts in there. This is like mad scientist time. Ceylon cinnamon. I put a healthy sprinkle of that in there. Just kind of go crazy. This is for my blood sugar control, and it's just great for you. You know, keeps you healthy, keeps you well. Cinnamon is life. So I put a ton of cinnamon in there, and then 1 egg, raw egg. Oh yeah, that's the get down right there. That is, you know, egg yolk is good for your eyes. Did you know that? Your eyes need that. Plus it gives me a little protein to start the day with. And then some more fat. Not too much of this, just to cream it up. The egg makes it a nice creamy consistency, I guess. But this is just yummy. And it's more fat. So people call this a bulletproof coffee. I take it obviously 10 levels farther. And then we're going to get that started. We might have to start the truck, but while that's going, yeah, there's the warning bell. We need more power, Captain! Okay, so, got my little coffee going on over there. It might be a little loud for a little bit. I'm not in a great internet space. What's beeping? Hang on. Let's get the radio off. I better shut that stereo off. When I'm not with you guys, I got everything hooked up to work together and all this stuff. Grab your coffee, get comfy. Let me shut my notifications off. Okay, we're back. I need a Kenworth hat. Well, maybe my additional next truck will be a Kenworth. It'll make your future brighter. You know, maybe. I don't know. I don't plan on trucking that much longer. No, I can't say that. I'll never stop trucking. I'm trying to get to a point where I can slow down just a tiny bit and run my business more. Just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit, guys. Because I got other things on the beautiful horizon. Okay? Okay? I'm a complicated woman. I'm a busy, busy business lady. And I got babies with dreams. And that's what I'm after. To provide all those things that they ever dreamed about. However that works out. Praise God. But He has blessed my path so far. And I've acquired the first home for my my real estate business. So I have a rental now. So that was a positive move I made last 2 weeks. Man, we're scraping. We're scraping and praying and meeting a lot of wonderful people along the way. I have an interview coming up. I have to set it up with the guy, but I met a terrific young man who, I don't know if y'all have noticed, like, you know your situation when you try to get a mortgage or whatever, and they don't look at, they don't want to look at your business. They want to look at your business tax returns, but when they do, they're like, oh, you don't make any money. Well, I found a thriving young man out of Michigan who specializes in helping entrepreneurs get mortgages. Had a long talk with him. He's very interesting. What they do is very interesting because I had to learn, right? I didn't know about this, and when I don't know about something, I got to talk to somebody and interview them and find out. All right, what's your angle here? Because why can you do this, but the banks can't? Well, I learned a lot, and so he has agreed to come on my channel, and I'm gonna present him to you guys and let him kind of talk about what he does. And it's so fantastic because I love to see young people that are just striving and trying to do something great and have a heart to help people and all of that stuff. So I thought that was pretty interesting considering I know a lot of entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm gonna have him on the channel as soon as we get it recorded. And you you're looking at to get properties or buy a house or whatever, maybe he can help out. So that was a really fun conversation. And yeah, I think he's a new person I met along this journey, and not only what he could possibly do for me in the future, but what he can do for people like us who are in the truck. And you know, sometimes our bottom lines are a little Republican, you know what I'm saying? So I hope y'all are well. Oh, the coffee's done. We can shut off the truck. Ooh, that didn't sound good. What do we got now? We got air. We got all kinds of stuff going on. My truck's like a giant robot. I like her. So Rosie's in the shop. Rosie's air conditioner went out. So we're thinking it's the condenser, which should be covered under warranty. But also, Rosie's going to get a fresh DOT. Okay. So the coffee's ready. Now I do the fun part, which is whipping it. Because you got to blend all that stuff together. You remember that there's an egg in there, right? With that egg yolk. Now this is where I get messy. I have to get myself a paper towel. All right. So Buck and his mom are in here together, I think, still. Which, that's fun. I wish my mom would watch my trucker shows, my trucker lives with me. Sometimes she, you know, she'll run around the house. My mom can't sit still. So there's no sharing of information with her a whole lot because she's like, and now you know where I get it from. But she's the sweetest thing in the whole wide world. And so is Buck's mom, which is somebody that I'm very happy to have in my life. A great, beautiful sister who, from what I understand, has a similar journey to mine coming up and raising your kids. Shout out to single moms. Old School Truckin' says, I have to give the Wisconsin DOT 2 thumbs down. Why is that? Ralph Schilling's in the house. Good morning, Ralph. Snorlord, the metalhead Viking caveman trucker is in the house saying, I have Kenworth hats. The last one cost me $8,000 with a free repair. Chief Railhouse says, needed warranty, Snorlord. Come on. Okay. Nothing's fair in trucking, he says. Yeah, this year's probably my rough, one of my roughest years. It really is. There's a lot, even though God is blessing my path, profitability wise, it's bad. It's really, really bad. But I will survive because joy comes in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get through this like we get through everything else. Cheap freight spent $186,350 and I got a hat and 2 Yeti coffee mugs. I haven't drank coffee in decades. Oh, you should auction those off for charity for Cheap Freight Hauler. Or gift them for Christmas. That's probably even better idea. Old School Truckin' says, as I know, I got a bone to pick with the Wisconsin DOT. What's up with the Wisconsin DOT bone, Old School Truckin'? Snorlord says her coffee is now coffee. Yes, I got it all mixed up. You can bother going to them expensive coffee shops, and you can spend all kinds of money on this This is probably like a $12 coffee. Or you can just make it right here at home. I didn't even get a free Peterbilt ink pen after the end frame. You got to ask for stuff, Buck. You got to ask. The Bible says, if you ask, you shall receive. Although, you know, when I bought my truck out at the international dealership, they had the cool blankets and pillows and all this cool stuff like sitting around the dealership. And then they got an international fridge that happens to be wrapped with a picture of this truck, you know, painted like this and all that. I was like, dude, I gotta have that. He's like, no, they give those to the dealerships. I said, okay, well, how much you want for it? He wasn't going for it. So I wasn't able to get the pretty penny refrigerator yet. Okay? Don't give up hope. Because, you know, eventually they got to switch that sucker out. And I'm going to have them put my name on there. And they can call me when they're ready to take it out of the driver's lounge. And that will be something. So what you sipping on today? Any exotic stuff? I got my chemical-free wonderful Life Boost coffee. Beans. Oh, I ripped a hole in it. This is not good. Now, here. Now we got a MacGyver something. Where's all my baggies? Whoop! Volvo used to give me a very nice rain jacket. I've gotten more use out of the rain jackets than the coffee mugs. I'll take them coffee mugs, Chief Freight Hauler. Just saying. Just saying. 7C says, get my coffee with a little butter whipped in. Yeah, it's fun whipping stuff in. I started with butter. And then I got so excited about whipping stuff in my coffee. I'm like, this is somebody when she had too much time on her hands. And I'm trying to figure out how to add, because trying to get 150 or 150 grams. 150 grams of protein in your diet is tough. And I saw somebody put an egg in there, like raw. I was like, what? Because, you know, we was raised never to eat raw eggs. Well, that's another thing. But you can, right? And so I'm like, ooh, I wonder what that tastes like. And so then I started with that, add a little cinnamon for some flavor and my blood sugar to get it kicked, you know, keep my glucose down in the morning. And then it's like, oh, a little cream for extra fat, a little MCT oil. Like, I just went off. I went crazy. And then I blended it all up and I'm like, it's not too shabby. It's not too shabby. So it's my thing right now. And I want to get the egg yolk in there for my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Because they're trying to beckon me to go back to the eye doctor to get another prescription. But it's weird. I don't know if this happens to you guys, but do you notice that your eyesight might be better one day and a little bit worse the next? I don't know. It happens to me. I've been getting dry eyes a lot, and it's like, then, you know, they're sending me the emails saying, it's time for your eye exam. I swear I was just there 6 months ago. Like, come on, slow down. So, you know me. I'm looking into the medical research. Like, okay. Maybe this whole thing about you got to keep going in and getting stronger prescriptions is a lie, too. Because there's so many lies. So I've been doing some research, and the little egg yolk is just a little something to help that out. You want to give your eyes vitamin A. And sunlight, guys and gals out there, sisters and brothers, sunlight. You've got to put your shiny, beautiful flower face in the sun, because you are like a flower in a tree. Flowers for girls, trees for guys. You got to get in the sun. It does amazing things for your retinas. Did you know that? Where are we at? 7 C's whips a little butter in. Okay, here we go. Nice one, 7C's. Can't go wrong with butter. Man, I put butter on everything. I'll eat butter. Look, I get these blocks of Kerrygold. I'll just like, I will eat that. I will eat that. Not very often, but especially when I have a steak, you better give me half pound of butter with it. And some salt. Forget the restaurant. Randy says, God is good. Amen. Yes, he is. Randy, thank you for saying that. We like to give God his due respect in here and start our day with gratitude with coffee. So appreciate you for being on board with that. Old School Trucking says, if anyone is looking to buy a Kenworth, I have one for sale. Put up the info, Old School. Trenton Carey says, can I marry you? Trenton, one day the Lord will cross our paths and we'll see what's happening. Ice agent was timed out. Okay, we got some trolls. Old School Trucking says, anyone into cab overs? Is that what you got? Put up the info. Chino 718, blessings, beautiful. Thank you, Chino. Appreciate you coming in to say hi this morning. If you're just coming in for the first time and it's not your cup of tea, just hit the like for me. And before you move along, I would appreciate that. And if you haven't hit the like and you're in here hanging out, having coffee with Shannon, please hit the like. Don't forget to hit the like. I find that credit unions do the best manual underwriting. Are you talking about for mortgages? See, it's weird because the credit union that I have, they don't like to touch no mortgages. And they don't like to touch no lines of credit either. I'll tell you what, trying to find a line of credit, it's not that I'm not qualified to get one, but I'm trying to find a bank that does them. And that's been a challenge for me lately. It's too cold for AC now. Just let it ride until spring. Yeah, I can't. You know, if it were me, that might be a different story in that truck. But there's one thing I'm absolutely 1,000% adamant about is that any driver that drives that truck must be 1,000% comfortable. Like, they got enough other stuff to worry about. You know, like the freight market and running loads and all that stressful stuff. I want to make sure I can do everything I can to comfort, make sure that everything is operational, everything is 1,000% safe and 1,000% comfortable. Now, I won't buy you a mattress. I'm sorry. I won't. That's on you. But other than that, you know, if it's environmental with the AC, the heat, the APU, you know, the door seals, all that stuff, I'm going to make sure that you're comfortable. So that's paramount in the whole relationship there. Chief Ray Holler said, oh, I read that. Sorry. Shannon, you need to go to a local bank or credit union and lay everything on the desk like I did. Yeah. I mean, I can, but I have certain particular criterias that I need to check off. And so I'm almost there. I'll find it. God will deliver it to me in the right time, like he always says. Lawrence Irby says, damn. You pooed. No, I didn't. Not yet. You know, maybe after coffee or something. I was rolling towards Minnesota with a load back in July, Old School Trucking says. Got pulled into a wait I-39 and they did a level 2 inspection on me and the process was placed out of service for fatigue. Oh, shoot. Why? Why did they think that? Why did they call it that way? Sidewinder's in the house saying, do you identify as a Torah? No. Hey Now says, you have a beautiful smile. Thank you, Hey Now. I appreciate you. Hit the like. If you like my smile, hit the like. Send a gift. I got a gift. I got a goal today of getting 10 gifts down there. Do you see it? I don't know where it's at. We're trying this thing out. I got 2 so far. If you like something that I'm talking about, or you like what you see, send a little gift. Let's see if we can hit that goal. I gave it 1 hour. I want to see how that works. I don't even know what it is. And I hope it doesn't cost a lot of money because I ain't asking for that. Buck's mama says, call me after the show. Love you, sweetheart. I love you too. I just miss you. I miss you. And it makes me just like, if things were financially better right now out here, I would have more time to just run down there and hang out with you. But I don't. I'm sorry. So the best I can do is call and text you. Oh, thank you, Doc. Doc gave me a flower. I appreciate it. I got 3 out of 10. Okay, Old School Truckin' says they were doing a pop me. Wait, they were going to pop me for being drunk and high due to bloodshot eyes, and I wasn't even tired. Woo! I'm gonna tell. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something's good for your eyes. I got something for you guys today. This is okay. So I get dry eyes and trying to figure that out in my diet, but I got the air running all the time in here. You know, these gel drops. It's called Sustain. Instead of the little clear eye stuff, this is supposed to be better for your eyes, more nourishing for your eyes. And this is a gel drop, so it does kind of, it's gel, right? It's not instantly clear, so you don't want to use it like right before you're driving, but I'll do it in the morning or I'll do it at night before I go to bed. It feels pretty moisturizing, very soothing. So it's called Sustain, Systane. I'm liking it. Well, I'm sorry that happened to you, Old School. That sucks. Now I know why you got a bone to pick with him. Dino Sims is in the house. It didn't seem like nothing was in that cup. You were moving it really fast. Nothing. Very fat. Oh, can you see it? Here. I got this new tripod. I'm kind of liking that. Here you go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got lots of it. We got a good time breakfast right here. I move really fast, Dino. I don't know how to say that. Dino? I'm assuming it's Dino. My logs verified it. Sterling Wheels in the house. Good morning, kids, from Laresis. Oh, I bet it's hot down there. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. It's hoodie day up here until the sun gets really hot, which it hasn't yet. It's a nice chilly morning, which is my favorite time in Michigan. Oi, from down under Queensland territories, Brisbane, Australia here. Well, Savage, welcome. Thanks for coming in, Savage. Hit the like. Hit the like. If you're just coming in, just hit the like on the way in and just get out of the way. Just get out of the way. Drop a gift. Well, you know, I'm seeing if I can hit my goal today of 10. I put peanut butter on, I don't know what that means, tea. YM says, whose granny is this? Well, I'm 7 little kids' granny. That's what's up, okay? I got their names on the side of my truck as my pit crew. They're the reason I'm out here doing this. Because they got prayers and dreams. And I'm going to run until we can get them taken care of. And make a future for them. Dr. Rand says, Granny is cute, though. Thanks, Doc. I appreciate you. Oh, thanks for the gift, Doc. I got 4. And we're almost halfway there. Sarah Macon, can you sing me happy birthday? Happy birthday to you, Sarah. You need to send me a gift and hit the like for singing because I'm not a singer. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you, Sarah. Happy birthday, Sarah. YM says, Sharon is stimming hard. I left. She's just mumbles. I don't know what that means, YM. And if you're being nasty, like, you gotta go. Moderators, you make the judgment call on that one. I don't know what all that's about. It doesn't make no sense to me. Maybe they can't speak English. Frandy Churlius, if God could grant you 3 wishes, what would it be? God bless you. Even winning the lottery is on the line. Um, ooh. If you're talking about money, I wouldn't want to wish for uh to bless people, to just like live the rest of my life as like one of those philanthropist people, which I'm trying to set things in motion so that I can kind of get there. I'll always have to do something for work, but I'm trying to do some right things, play my cards right, so that at least if I don't get there, my grandkids do. But I want to be able to bless people when they come into my path. When God sends me somebody, I want to be able to bless them. That's my biggest wish. And it doesn't always have to be money, but money helps. You know what I'm saying? And so then my second thing would be for God to give me the wisdom, which He is now, but it's a journey that is improving, of actually being able to help people heal. I'm doing a lot of studying right now. I'm asking God for more of that wisdom because I have people in my life that I love that I feel like God gave me this information to be able to help them. That would be number 2. Number 3 would be man, that's toughy. Number 3 and probably number 1 first and foremost would be like, Jesus, just come get us out of this mess. Jesus, just come. We've been waiting so long. You know, we want to go home, Lord. That's number 1 of the number ones. Because money don't buy you love, and money don't buy you all this happiness. Most rich people are miserable. But I think if the Lord provideth, and then you keep giving and you keep giving, and then He just gives you more, and then you keep giving, I want to be one of those kind of filters. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't care about money. I just want to love on people. I want my heart. I want to love on people my whole the rest of my life. And however I can do that is what I'm trying to set up. And that sets a good example for my family, for my children and my grandchildren, right? Thank you, Doc. Oh, Doc's pouring. Oh, I got 10. Oh my gosh, you guys, I got 10. What does that mean? Thank you, audience, for making that possible. I don't know what that does, but we'll find out. Thank you. There's always experiments going on over here at Shannon's channel. Billy Dismore's in the house. Thank you, Billy. Hit the like for me, Billy. Send a gift if you want. He says, you are beautiful. SB says, do you ever see any lot lizards? Once in a great while, SB, I will have a lady knock on my door while I'm sleeping. It seems to be like 2 to 3 a.m. And that stinks because if you wake me up, like, then I gotta pee. And then once I pee, and then I was like, my body's like, hey, let's go. But it's not time yet, that type of thing. But, so they knock on the door, they go. And then I see that I'm a woman, and they say, oh, right, and they go away. It rarely does, because online is, I guess, where prostitution is at these days. And then one time, a lady knocked on my door, and she saw that I was a woman, and she asked me for gas money. And I said, I don't got no cash, sis. I ain't got no cash. God bless you. And she got a little nuts. She was like, well, can't you use your, like, I said, I just got cards. I don't have any cash. She goes, well, can't you use your, and I said, I got a company card. I think I was at JB Hunt at the time. I said, I just have a company card for gas. I can't help you. I'm so sorry. And she says, well, can't you just go over there and use your company card and give me some gas? And I said, no, it doesn't work like that. So I felt bad. And I should carry cash for folks that need help. But I just figured, I mean, I can't really say she was a lot lizard, but I'm pretty sure she was. Pretty sure. Uh, but anyways, I wish I had $10 to throw her. Here's some gas money. Um, Doc says Summit Credit Union is the best. YM says, Doc, I wouldn't be posting for your bank. Um, Friendy says, if God would, oh, I read that. Old School says, I have a Kenworth K100 cab over Big Cam Cummins double bunk. It's sitting in Iowa right now. That's for sale. What's their price? What's your price, Old School? Let's see if we can get that thing sold today. Or at least have somebody contact you to look at it. Somebody might be interested. Doc Rand says, my bank is on point. I'd get it all back. Yeah, we're not worried, are we, Doc? Oh, speaking of the books that I spoke about on last week's live, I put them in the description. So you guys can get them on Audible and listen to them while you're driving. Angel says, did we vote for Donald Trump? Because I did. Adrian says, the American Grandma, never seen one before. Oh, well, hope this is a good experience for your first American Grandma. EQRC says Trump rules, King Trump. Angel says, oh, this is a trucker I see. I'm working on my CDL. Well, congratulations, Angel. Good girl. I hope you're enjoying it. It's a great adventure. It's a great adventure. Chief Rayler says, be respectful, everyone. Yeah, I do have moderators, and they're very aggressive in here. So keep it positive, because we try to keep the positivity in this place. Jamie J says, what's up, mama? Just having some coffee, Jamie. Grab yours. Snuggle in. We're going to hang out and just have some coffee chat. Scott Urban says, happy Sunday, miss. I just stumbled upon this stream. Hope everyone is having a great day. Hi, Scott. Well, thank you. Thanks for coming in to say hello. Hit the like for me if you would on your way through, or hang out and let's finish our coffee together. Yeah, I might have slow internet. I am at a little truck stop that's celebrating their grand opening. It is in Michigan, and it's very clean right now because it's brand new. Everything's new. The store looks amazing. I told the owner, I said, it's a beautiful store. Congratulations. They gave me the first free night of parking, and they have one shower room. And they're trying. So I've had a nice quiet time to sleep, good sleep here, everything else like that. Old School says, anyway, I'm here to not worry about my woes. Yeah, don't worry about your woes today, guys. Look, put it behind you. That was yesterday. You might still have that old cab over still sitting out there. You've been trying to sell it for a couple years. But today, the sun is out. You woke up on the right side of the ground. Praise. And I hope that all your family is well. And the coffee's hot and the coffee's good. Lady says, channel member, by the way, kangaroo dog back there. She wants everyone to know she's here. Yeah, she's a good watchdog. Adults don't celebrate their birthday, James Pollard says. Yeah, probably not. That's probably a youngin', and that's okay. That's why I try to keep it respectful in here. See the goal. I don't know what these goals are for. Are they money? Did you guys have to pay for that? Sandra Wells is in the house saying good morning from Harvest, Alabama, and Roll Tide. I love Alabama, Sandra. I love Alabama. Doc says now you got, yeah, thank you, Doc. Thank you for everybody who bought me a little gift. I got a little Target in the corner. Shape World's in the house. Hey, girl. How you doing out there? I'm going to skip some of the comments. God loves you. I believe that. And, it's in my heart. I, I think you're just given so that you can give. And I think that the more you can share what God has blessed you with, the more he will bless you. And you multiply it, right? He gives us to multiply. Whatever he gives us to multiply it. And right now I got more love than I just got love. So I'll just keep on multiplying that because I know how to love people and I enjoy loving people. I don't got a lot of money right now, but what little money I do have, I'm trying to multiply that and be faithful. Tay Tay's in the house saying, I like your energy. Thank you so much, Tay Tay. Hit the like for me if you have it. Welcome in, everybody. Do I happen to stop by for a glass of milk from time to time? No, I'm not a big milk drinker. But I'll tell you what, drink raw milk. If I could get raw milk, I would drink raw milk. But I'm on the road all the time. I'm running all the time, working all the time. So I don't have that convenience. And I have a little tiny truck fridge. And so when I do find like whole milk or good milk or whatever, it's in a bottle like this big. And I can't even fit that in my fridge. Real Westman. Good morning. Good morning. Stabworthy says like and subscribe. Thank you, Stabworthy. That's an interesting name. You look great. It's a process for real. Oh gosh. How far am I behind? Thank you, Shape World. Mike DLC. Can you say me, Ma? Keith Sweatpants 3000. I like that. Come to St. Augustine? That at? I'm trying to go fast, guys. I got to catch up. I love your earrings. Thank you, Emily. I'm doing great. Okay. Did I catch up? Okay. All right, guys. Truckers, make some comments. You guys kind of disappeared. I want to make sure we're all together here. Okay. Comments will get me distracted. So yeah, like I said, I put a couple of links for some credit cards and personal loan that I've had experience with. Because I'm trying to do. There's some in the description, and certainly though, I really want you to get the books I put in there. Okay. Too busy giving out the boot to make any comments. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate my moderators. So, as y'all know, it's been in the news this week that Oklahoma, go Oklahoma, is putting a crackdown on the SmackDown. That's about the most exciting story I've been kind of trying to pay attention to this week. I picked up a load. I was rocking. I got a Friday load on a Friday afternoon. And I was excited. It's a multi-stop. I can pick up an extra $2,000 by Monday just going to Kentucky. Okay, you hearing me? I'm excited. This is awesome. Last minute, nobody else want to take it, whatever. It's 4 stops. So then they let me in about 3.5 hours early to pick it up. Okay, because the broker said it was supposed to pick up at 6 p.m. I'm in there by 3 o'clock. I call them up. They're all happy people. They're like, yeah, cool, come on in. We'll get you straightened out, blah, blah, blah. So I pick it up early. I'm like, cool. I'm way ahead of schedule. I'm saving my clock. Oh, my gosh, this is awesome. I'm picking up an extra $2,000 for the weekend. It's only like, 600 miles or something like that. I can drop off the first load by midnight. Then I can go out. I have to let my clock go and whatever. And then bright and early, I can drop off the other 2 loads that are nearby. And then I split to get to Kentucky by Monday morning. I'm delivering the last load in Kentucky. And boom, I start my week out like that. I was thrilled. Well, this is what happened. You had a tire blowout Friday afternoon and messed up my whole weekend. Oh, man. Is your truck okay? Are you okay? Are you okay first? Is your truck okay second? Yeah, green tea. I used to drink green tea, but I found that mushroom coffee. No, I haven't tried the mushroom coffee, Red Lady. If you try it, let me know. I do the extract because I can wham bam it in one drink. My coffee has an egg. My coffee has my fats. My coffee has my green tea extract. One drink knocked out a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm doing my little recon. Yes, Snorlord, I was doing my recon. He always gets on me about that. And then I look at Google and it says this place is closed until Monday. I'm supposed to deliver there at midnight, my first drop. I can't get the rest of the drops off until I get the first drop off. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm like, uh-oh, hold on, alert. And I'm already on my way to the first stop area. I'm loaded. I'm good. I'm all like, woohoo, what a great weekend. And I would have had time to squeeze in a 34, I think. At least that's what I was going for. So, and if not, I had the hours to finish it out. I had 22 hours. So I called the broker and I said, hey, I think we need to double check on this first stop. Long story short, he makes some calls, blah, 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 blah. He calls back and is like, oh my God, I'm sorry. He's like, they, in fact, are not open till Monday. Which puts 3 more stops deliveries way off schedule. Okay? I was supposed to have this plus the other 2 delivered. And then Kentucky was the final one. That was all this weekend. 3 stops on the weekend got jacked up because of their mistake that the first shipper doesn't work weekends. So that's what I'm starting my week out with, y'all. So my happy $2,000 for the weekend turned into like lost Friday, lost Saturday, lost Sunday. I mean, I got a 3-day weekend, but I would have rather had the revenue. But the good news is, silver linings, I guess. I don't look back, and we start out the week with $2,000 for like 500 miles left. Okay? I'm looking at the bright side because that's what I do best. So that's what's going on right now. So I'm sitting here at the little truck stop just waiting. And, excuse me. And at the crack of dawn, as soon as they get there, I'm going to get there. And we're going to get this first stop off. And then I got to go, boom, boom, drop off the other 2. And then I got to hightail down in Kentucky because that final delivery is due Monday morning. But guess who's not going to be there? And guess who has to explain that? Not me. Not me. The broker has to do that. Did I ask for extra money because of that situation? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So we'll see how that pans out. But that's what I'm dealing with right now. I choose to stay positive. Because it ain't killing me. It's making me stronger. You know? Red Lady says, bless you. Thank you, guys. You're still looking good. Still anti. Well, thank you, MN650. I appreciate your guys' critical remarks. Have some coffee with me. Like, settle down. Never try to be, whatever. And I still certainly ain't trying to be that. I'm trying to perform, be successful, and prepare a future for my family. Okay? And love the Lord the whole way. I am 52 years old. Okay? So, I still got long, beautiful hair. I still, I'm fit and healthy. And that's what counts to me. P. Pablo 1999 says, sounds fun. Oh, it's all fun over here. Free Hauler channel member says, if that tire hadn't popped, I would have been at 7,700 for the week. Yeah, well, there's a reason for everything. I'm just glad that you're okay, and I hope that your truck is all right. Bill says, Marine taught Bible over 60 years. Shepherd's Chapel YouTube explains the whole Bible. Shepherd's Chapel YouTube explains the whole Bible. God bless. Well, thanks for that, Bill. If y'all want to go over and check out the Shepherd's Chapel YouTube channel for Bill. JH7 just subscribed. Thank you, JH. I appreciate y'all. Might want to stick around and hang out with us truckers over here. MN650 says, you can still get it. I can get anything I want because I belong to the Lord, and I'm about my Father's business. First and foremost. Jesus' King is in the house saying, let's work together and move forward. Jesus saved me so many times. Spiritual warfare is real. People get right with God. That is the comment of the day, because that is no lie. And that has been on my mind a lot. You know, how do you warn people the urgency without jumping up on a soapbox and screaming to the whole world? Which is ultimately what I want to do. Because I love people, I want to be like, hey, we don't have that much time left, people. Sorry, that's super gross, but sometimes my nose runs when I'm drinking coffee. Maybe it's the cinnamon. So we know the time is short. I know the time is short. Or I feel responsible to let people know. So I'm letting you know. Jesus has been waiting for y'all a long time. And the only reason you're not seeing signs, wonders, and miracles is because he's still waiting on you. Let your spirit tell you what's up with that. Because it's not my job. But I'm going to tell you. He's on his way. All the signs are here. If you're somebody that reads the Bible, you know. It's in there. It's already written. We already know how it's going to turn out. There's too much chaos. Nothing really matters except for one thing. T-Rex is in the house. I just turned 50 years 2 weeks ago. I'm looking for a Christian 52-year-old woman. Well, T-Rex, happy birthday. JH7 says, what truck you drive? It's on the picture on my channel, I think. I think my trucks are still there. I got 2 trucks. One is a 22 International. And one is, or might be 21. And then this one is the Pretty Penny. That's Rosie. And then this one's the Pretty Penny. This is a 2024 International with a Cummins X15 in it. This is a new truck. I got about 252,000 miles on it right now. And as you can see, it's home. I'm very comfortable in here. And so is Dee Dee. We live a great adventure life, so we love it. I'm going to sneeze again. Whoo! Does that mean I'm getting money? Does that mean I'm getting money soon? Does that just mean I got something in my nose? Okay. Keep it real around here, guys. Keep it real. Yeah, so if you want to see a picture, JH7, you'll probably see one on my shorts. You can see my truck. You can see both my trucks in the shorts if you want to sort through them. Coast Cider says, I'm apostate. Can I say? I don't know what that means, so sure. I don't judge people. I don't care what you are, what you identify as. If we can freaking chill and just have some conversation and some coffee, settle down. Stop with all the labeling and the judgment and all this stuff. This is a loving place. Pete Pablo, 1999 says, I'm just bored, single, and nothing to do. Well, Pete, if you really want to get down business that will change your life. Books that I put in the description of this video, and those books will absolutely stir your soul, change your life, and shock and awe you, and you'll never be the same. Read, educate. There's always something to do, Pete. T-Rex says I pee. Okay, whatever. Chief Freight Hauler says JA7, she has a left lane international. It's got a Cummins with a lot of torque. I got torques. Oh man. I love looking at my Cummins. Does anybody else like looking at their Cummins because it's so red and so giant? I'm in love. So when I tell you like, oh yeah, I'm going to retire, probably not. I love trucking. I love it. I love my big giant engine and big giant condo of a cab that I got going on here. I love it. I love running loads. I love getting dirty. I love being out here, seeing everything, meeting people all over the country, and just letting God present whatever he presents in my life every day. Like, it is the biggest adventure ever. Hi to the people coming in. Please hit the like on the way in or out. I appreciate it. Creep is in the house saying, happy Sunday. I hope you had an amazing week. I did, as always. Always eventful. I had a little mishap happen to my love. We're going to get through it like we get through it. 9% of the world, including Americans and Muslim countries, received and were deceived and received the mark back in 2020. You need to read the book, T-Rex. Check out my links in the description. You need to read both of those books, especially the one about that subject. Highly recommended, with love from me to you. Like, it's wonderful. Okay, Chief Freight Hauler says, nah, I used to drive a Cummins as a company driver. It seemed like it always broke down. It may have, Chief Freight Hauler. But so far, praise the Lord. And you know, new. But she just got broke in. So I think we got a long journey ahead of us. I've had a couple tweaks that I've had to fix up and, take her into the shop for. But I have highly maintained this truck from day one when I got it, which it was brand new. Had 2,000 miles on it. Now it's got 252. All the maintenance is done on time. Extra stuff is done. I changed the filters a lot because of Dee Dee. I'm going to blame that on Dee Dee. But yeah, she's 100% perfectly maintained, and I got a fantastic warranty to help me do that too. Antonio Albrecht, welcome in. Do you know who Music Biz Marty is? Nope, I don't. Green Saber says a guy in the UK was arrested for commenting the letter N on a post. Man, they arrested people for all kinds of weird stuff. Ain't a work week without a few hurdles and issues. Amen. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger, right? Thanks, T-Rex. You will enjoy. It was a different engine than what you have, but coincidentally, it was an international with the Cummins. Well, over here at Like Trucking, we've gotten quite a few. And the warranty has been great. One of those trucks we got, the warranty ended up paying for it to be brand new. Okay. You know what's involved in all that. So, to me, it's the way to go. If I'm going to buy another truck, I'm going to go get another one of these with that warranty. I'm very happy with Rosie. I got a good truck. I love that truck. And yes, I had to drop some money into it to fix up some of the wear and tear from previous drivers. That's on me. But as far as the factory covered stuff, like the actual factory covered stuff, um, there hasn't been too much. We haven't had any trouble. It's got an A26 motor. We haven't had any trouble with that motor or transmission, and transmission still covered under warranty until like 750,000. Put some tires on her, you know. Fix the APU, which is expected. And then now she's probably going in for a condenser. That will be covered underneath the warranty, thank God. And I think I had to pay to get a hub seal fixed and put a new brake on it. That was some damage caused by the last driver before Sterling. Let me make that clear. Yeah, you know, it's all the normal stuff. I think that's, you know, normal stuff. But I'm very happy with the purchase of that truck. And I'll go get another one. This thing is a beast, man. Now, what's interesting is that my Rosie is a A26, and this is a Cummins X15, okay? So I kind of get to learn about the best of both worlds and what International's got in there. And I will tell you what, this truck is, I love the way it's built. The doors are solid, like they're heavy, like and in my Freightliner, which I still love a Freightliner, but in my Freightliner, it was like lightweight. Like you could dent something like that. This truck is built to haul weight with my Eaton transmission that it's got in it. This is why I will never stop trucking, because I love it. And the more I learn, the more exciting it gets. And so I'm a fan. I'm sorry. I'm a fan. I know some of you have not had good luck, but so far I think it's great. The sale experience was great. The warranty experience has been great. Nobody offers a 2-year warranty on a used International, okay? I mean, a used truck, period, in the industry. Who does that? And then honors it. They do it. One truck had a very high expense, not the one I got, but a very high expense thing that needed to be fixed. And they went above and beyond and put the whole new powertrain in there, brand new. Now that truck is brand new, per se, right? Fantastic. Great experience. So that wins my business with International. Not to mention my personal salesman for Rosie was absolutely wonderful. I couldn't ask for a better salesman. And that's Scott, by the way, at the Columbus International Used Truck Center. Let me shout him out. That is Scott. You want Scott? You want to talk to Scott? He's great. He is honest. He just went above and beyond to help me out and take care of me. Like I asked him a million questions. I might have been one of his little extra high maintenance for him, but it was my first truck purchase, and he made it wonderful. What's his last name? It was on my mind this morning. Anyways, you want to talk to Scott in Columbus, International Used Trucks. He will take care of you. He searches the whole country. He'll find you what you want, and he's got you. And tell him Shannon sent you. I don't know who Music Biz Marty is, Dysentery. I don't. It's the last year of the W9. I wish I was in position to get one before they go away. Freight hauler. You want to go into halfsies? Well, this is what we'll do. We'll write it off on our marketing budget, and it'll be our truck show truck, right? We'll go halfsies. That way we can get a hold of one. Fabian says, not today, Satan. I agree. Advice for a broken heart. Spend time with Jesus. He specializes in that. And he made you so he can put you back together. Chief Freight Hauler says, do you see a difference in fuel mileage between the two trucks? I don't know. I actually probably should, I mean, when Sterling had it, we were losing fuel mileage and turned out to be something with the APU. You know, we had to kind of chase it down. So his fuel mileage at first wasn't optimal, but then we got him right into the shop. They straightened it out. They fixed it up. I think the seal was bad on the APU, and he was losing some fuel there too. So that's probably a conversation I should have with that driver. And we should see if we can collect some data on that. Now, I will tell you this. It's going to be apples to oranges because that A26 is a 13 liter. This is a 15 liter. So you kind of can't compare it. But maybe we can get some data to say, you know, about what he is getting. That would be interesting because I should know that. Rig Pig's in the house. Happy Sunday, ma'am. We got snow this weekend in the mountains. Rig Pig doesn't talk like this, by the way. We got snow this weekend in the mountains in northwestern Wyoming, Cody area. The mountains win again. Oh, I didn't know you lived down there, Rig Pig. No, yeah, I'll stay over here. The snow comes later. We got a little bit more summertime left, and I'm trying to soak it in. Speaking of sunshine, make sure you get 10 minutes of sun this morning. Are we at noon yet? No, it's perfect time. You want to get your morning sun. It's red light therapy for free, okay? It's good for your skin. It's good for your eyes. Get a flower and just sit in the sun. Or walk. Matter of fact, walk. Take your dog for a walk or just walk around. Give yourself 10 minutes in the morning sun. It is a different light spectrum that you need for life, and it definitely improves your mitochondria, okay? Your body needs that sunlight. So give yourself 10 minutes. Get out there. Because pretty soon when it's all gloomy and wintry and whatever, it might be hard or too cold to get out there. So you want to get your vitamin D in the morning first thing. It'll set you right. Your body will be happy. Your immune system will be great. And if you're really feeling froggy, get your bare feet on the grass and ground yourself. Okay? Ground every day if you can. I get a little scared because we're at truck stops and the grass is kind of gross. You don't know who poured their pee out on there. So I don't try to do all that. You know? But if we're at the rest area and we're in a far corner, I'll slip off my little sandals and I'll touch the earth for a little bit. Or if you don't want to take off your shoes and do that, because it could be dangerous, you can just touch a tree for a little bit. Tree branch, tree trunk. That's also grounding. While you're putting your handsome or pretty face into the sun and you just touch a tree. There's a reason they call tree huggers, because come to find out, it's actually good for you to hug a tree. And yes, some people make a point to do it every day. It's great for your health. And happy Sunday back at you, Rig Pig. Chief Freyhaler says, currently surfing International's website. I'm looking at used trucks. Yeah, and if you don't see anything you like, you can call my guy or somebody and tell them what you're looking for and let them do all the hunting, because they know. Now, I know that they have some Walmart used trucks, and we all know that Walmart takes care of their trucks, and they flip them out pretty often. You can get yourself a nice used Walmart International. It's got the APU on it and everything, right, at a really good price right now. They should be paying me for this. But you can tell the salesman what you'd like, and then they will go to town for you. I could buy a W-9 and make it the focus of a YouTube channel and then use YouTube money to make the payment. Yes. If I ever got that big where I could buy myself something nice, I don't know. It'd have to be like over the top, like Mr. B type stuff, because I'd be giving a lot of it away. I'd be blessing people, and maybe get myself a fancy truck, something that would be YouTube worthy. Yeah, because it seems like some other channels have done that, and it works for them. They can write it off as a YouTube expense. That's pretty smart. Jeff and Snorlord should be able to pull a report from the ELD or from IFTA filings. Oh, okay. I'll ask them about that. It's raining here. Should I go lay in a tanning bed for the bright light? No, you need to get out in the sun. It's optimal between the crack of dawn and by 11 a.m. That's your sunshine window. You want to get out there, walk for 10 minutes in the sun, take your hat off, let the sun on your head, on your skin, and just be a little flower. And grab a tree branch, say hi to the tree, rub its belly, you know. Take your shoes off if it's a clean lawn area and just stand there barefoot or walk barefoot in the grass. You don't want to hurt your little tender feet. Okay, well, thank you, trolls, for all the comments. Like, thank you. My real audience, can you guys put something in the chat? If you're not driving, don't bother. But I mean, if you're driving, don't bother. But I want to see who's in here of my normal audience. I appreciate y'all coming in for a visit and all the likes that you've given me. We're at an hour and 15 minutes though, and I still got some coffee left. How about you? Are you still drinking? Are you still sipping? Are you still chilling? Or have most of you left to get on with your busy day? My live last Sunday did really well. It did. I got like 800 views. I normally get 200, so thank you for everybody. Thank you for everybody. If it was a different engine. Oh, no, I read that one. Oh, my chat jumped. Red Lady's still here. Thank you, Red Lady. What are you drinking today, Red Lady? Curious. Chief Ray Heller's still here. Gray Wolf, have a blessed day, my friend. Thank you, Gray Wolf. Hit the like on your way out. Send us in the house something. Thank you. Thank you. My name is Nobody. I appreciate you. Old school, new school. Just woke up and got to sleep in before delivery in the morning. Good. Isn't sleep wonderful? Like, I feel just so rejuvenated when I get a good night's sleep. And I'm going to tell you another secret. I'm going to tell you guys another secret. Some of you might have remembered I've told you about this. Where is it? Do I have it right here? No. I'm going to tell you a secret that you need to start taking a good magnesium before you go to bed. Okay? You need to. It makes all the difference in the world, and you need magnesium every single day. It makes you feel wonderful. Every night before I go to bed, I take my little Qualia magnesium, which I showed you before. I may put a link in the description. It's got 9 types of magnesium in it. And I take that, take 2 capsules, and I pay attention. You know, I got the Samsung Health app and all the other stuff. I pay attention to my sleep. Like for real. And I get good deep sleep. I get good REM sleep. And I wake up and I feel completely rested. Dee Dee, well, you better stop it. I feel completely rested. It has made a huge difference in my days and how I feel when I wake up. Like, I feel like I got that sleep. Even some nights when I can only sleep 4 or 5 hours, I still wake up. Like, it's a little harder to wake up because I'm in such a deep sleep. But once I get up, I feel like I slept a good 8 hours, 9 hours. So, pro tip on that, okay? You want to get yourself some. My favorite, what I'm taking, which has been a noticeable difference. And I did the research on it, and I got all these 9 types of magnesium, and they absorb, right? So go to qualia.com, QUALIA.com, and that's where I get my magnesium. It's made a huge difference. Okay, that's my secret. No, I need I need to do the link thing. My favorite breakfast food is steak and eggs. Yeah, it's called Qualia, Red Lady. QUALIA. I think it's qualia.com. Very good. Very, very life-changing. Like, I'm so rested. That's why, you guys are like, oh, you got so much energy. I feel great. I'm eating right. I'm sleeping good. Like, I feel great. I got tons of energy. I don't want to do like high intensity workouts yet or anything like that, but my drive shifts, my days are wonderful. Like, I feel good. I don't feel strung out, stressed, overtired, nothing. I'm razor sharp 100% of the time. But yeah, send it. I do need to figure out how to do that, because I'll be turning you guys on to all kinds of stuff, and I just haven't. Maybe I'll do that today. I got a lot of business stuff today. I don't know what you guys got to do today, but I got a lot of data that I have to process. I have to put a lot of numbers into my spreadsheet. I'm into my numbers. I got some catching up to do because I've been running, and when you run, and then you don't stop to like put all the loads in there and get all your numbers, that's my project today. I tried to start it yesterday, but my internet signal was crap. And so when my internet signal, because I use my phone as a hotspot, when that happens, I get really frustrated because I can't go to websites real quick and do all the stuff. It's just slow. And I was like, man. So if that happens today, because my 34 is up, we're going to move this truck, because I got stuff to do. I have important boss things to do. Okay? It's not just sleeping. Like, we never stop working. Yeah, that's it. That's it, Red Lady. That stuff is gold in my life. Red Lady found it. It's got a purple label. That's the one you want. Take it before bed every single night. Keeps my cortisol, like, my stress level, everything, because I'm getting better sleep. Brian Baker's in the house saying, time to go vegan and stop funding animal abuse. Animal abuse? That could be a whole nother day on talking about that stuff, but I don't want to get into that today. I'm going to eat protein and eggs and beef and fish and more beef and more beef and more beef and more beef and more fat. It's completely healed my body. And that's my viewpoint on it. And I love them too. I honor them for their contribution to us. And I definitely would never want to eat an abused animal, because that's not healthy. I try to choose where my meat comes from very carefully. Sometimes I don't have an option, and it's a store. It's hard. Which is all the more reason I am striving towards getting my own place where me and my family can raise our own, right? So they're humanely taken care of. We're feeding ourselves and all that business. Sleep is very important for a productive day. You're right, Frankie. Thank you for that comment. Chief Ray Heller says, will there be another step challenge this week? Yeah, actually, I was going to post it today. For some reason, we didn't finish. I don't think we've never not finished one before. So I guess it expired on us, but you were almost there. So Chief Ray Holler won the last step challenge, as he usually does because he's a beast out there. But yeah, I was going to start it before this so I could announce it and say, hey, everybody go, right? But I forgot because I got all excited about my coffee and all this. I'm looking for natural pain relief to help me sleep. The arthritis in my neck is bad. I'm curious, Red Lady, did you get the jab? You don't have to answer. You don't have to answer. I put the links to the books in the description. You need to absorb those. Instead of the pain relief, we need to get the inflammation down because you're getting arthritis is inflammation. So if I were your natural functional medicine doctor, I love you. I care about you. So I would again point back to going carnivore for a while to get rid of all the inflammation in your body. Okay. Alongside of that, drink your apple cider vinegar in the morning and drink it before bed at night. That will help with inflammation. The cinnamon, wherever you can put it, will help with the inflammation, and make sure that you are getting enough natural salt and butter and fat, right? That goes back into that. So if you have inflammation that's bothering you, that is something, it's got to be something in your diet or your nutrients. So we're going to look there first. Okay. You don't want to just get rid. I mean, yeah, you want the pain. What's more important is we look at what's causing it. What state are you in, Red? Oh, he's talking to Red Lady. DIY someone in the house saying boom with the boom. Good morning, DIY semi. Cheers. I hope that you and your hot secretary are getting it on and having a beautiful day with some coffee. Is it secretary? Is it VP? Your hot VP? I think that's more fitting. I think that's more fitting, DIY. Okay. I think that's more fitting. And I say that respectfully because she's my sis. I love her. She's beautiful in every way. And I just like reminding that, you should feel like a king. She's lovely. Send it said, any recommendations for avoiding plastics in water carried on truck glass? This has been a project lately. Okay. Because I want to stay hydrated, because I've been increasingly concerned about microplastics, because along my health journey, and I'm researching and trying to heal people, of course, that as always comes up. And my parent, like I have a stepdad I'm trying to help right now, and toxins are a thing. He's struggling with Parkinson's. I'm all over that. I'm over that like a fly on poop. And thinking about toxins in the body, and yes, plastics is one of them. On the truck is where it gets tricky. I have not come up with anything yet, but if you have, please let me know in the comments. We do need to share that. Because last weekend I was talking about air quality in the cab, right? Toxins. I'm all about toxins and getting the toxins out of the body. I'm on that trail like a vulture and a dead raccoon on the road. So those are two paramount discussions that we really need to get into. And I'll ask you guys as my colleagues, please don't let me do all the work. If you're doing some of this, if you figured something out or a hack, please put it on YouTube and tag me in it, or just let me know and I'll talk about it. Because I'm trying to do a lot over here and run my business at the same time. And I like to hear what your hacks are, just like you like to hear what my hacks are. Okay? Mark Ely with the $5 super chat says, coffee on me. Thank you, Mark Ely. I hope you're well, my brother. I hope God is just blessing you and carrying you through everything. Send it. Boss water is sold in glass. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I could buy them all day long. But I'm thinking more like, if anybody knows what a Berkey is, I have a Berkey at home. It's a thing with these super awesome filters. So you pour your water in there and it literally filters out. It's almost like those smart straws, right, that you carry in your bug out bag. Filters all the impurities out and whatever. I mean, I think we're there. I think we're there. So I have a Berkey, and I got excited, opened my Berkey, and it's kind of giant. Unfortunately, they don't make a mini Berkey, but I'm not giving up because Temu might have some. But I don't trust that kind of stuff to Temu. I don't know. Or we just might MacGyver something, okay? That sounds more fun to me. Like, let's make something. But yeah, the Berkey wasn't going to work for the truck, which I really, if I had it, it would be the perfect solution. Unless I can strap it somewhere, like it really is the perfect solution. Because then I get all my water in the plastic bottles, right, by the case, and then I just pour them in the Berkey. And it's like a water tank that's all filled up, and then I just pour my water out of there. It's filtered. We're good. That's the solution. Problem is, the Berkey's too big for these little shelves. So I need to build something for it to hold it. Cash, where are you right now? Cash is king. If I could mount it in this truck, that's the solution. That's all I got. That's all I got right now. That's all I got right now. That's where we're at. So calling all DIYers, MacGyvers, and closet truck cab engineers, designers. Let's get on this. I don't want to keep buying. That's a lot. Like buying even a regular Aquafina tall water bottle gets really, really expensive. Chief Ray Holler says, I'm currently going through my permit book, removing old items and replacing them with new stuff. Good for you. That'll take a load off your mind. I always like when I know my paperwork is like, it's off my mind. I would have everything business related on the computer and not through a website. Email is another thing. Anybody can be emailed information. No, but you got to sign into your bank account, check your statement, under some numbers. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, certain bookkeeping softwares are cloud-based now. But I agree with you. I mean, that's my general opinion, old school, new school, but what can I do? Senate says, I'll check it out, Red Lady. Thank you. Chief Ray Hall says the last one timed out. What did? Ooh. I don't like the notification. Dude, my notifications are invasive. Norma Lawson's in the house saying, what are you guys talking about? We just got off the subject of what we can design to have clean water, filter out microplastics from our plastic water bottles while trucking. We're asking for suggestions or hacks, Norma, if you know anybody. Red Lady says no jab. Oh my gosh, am I that far behind? Soft Fluff. Good morning, good morning, good morning. DIY says, she's now my boss. Corey8791 says, what's for lunch? I'm going to have my brunch, which is 4 poached eggs and a 10-ounce steak. That's what I'm about to cook up in here after my coffee. Well, congratulations, DIY Semi. Now you get to be the hot secretary, right? Now she's got a hot secretary. The hot boss has a hot secretary. DIY Semi's like, man, all this work, all these years, and now he's finally made it. He's got it made. Stephen Roberts is in the house saying, hey, beautiful. Try metal glass. Yeah, I have metal water bottles, but the thing is I need to filter it from the plastic or whatever the water source is. I might just have to get one of them straws. Or find a small filter that does the same thing, right? Those survival straws. I'm thinking, I'm there. Chief Ray Holler says, I used to keep 5-gallon jug in the truck full of water. I had a pump on top so that I could fill drinking glasses. But yeah, but where was that water sourced? See what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure the tap water and everything we shower in is contaminated now. I would fill the jug at home. That way I knew the quality of the water I was drinking. Okay, Shannon, I wouldn't fill it at home if I was you. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to fill it at my house. No. We're in the process of getting the whole house filtered. You know? This is not something that's just Flint related, although we be concerned still, but based on my research that I've been doing, I highly suggest that for everyone. Don't drink your tap water. And don't shower in it unless it's filtered. If you want to know why, do some research. But yeah, I'm from Flint. We ain't drinking our water. But we do have filters on the showers. And we still drink, we get the cases of spring water. So microplastics is now the focus. They're pretty bad. Your body can get rid of microplastics, but they can cause havoc and get stuck and stuff like that. So you don't want them in there in the first place. Senda says 5-gallon glass water cooler bottle on the passenger floor. But the only dispenser I've seen is plastic. I distill all water at home and then re-add minerals. That is great. That's great. Bob Street says, I need help, please. Chief Ray Holler says, at the time I wasn't concerned about the plastic in the water. I just didn't want to have all those small bottles into the trash. Well, I recycle them. They get used. Bob needs help. RM says, Bob. How old are you? I'm 52. How old are you? GZ Moto 916. I'm not 23. Maybe mentally. I don't know. I love you, Dominic says. Oh, thank you, Dominic. Rig Pig says, is that egg cooker dealio you bought a while back still working? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I keep it right here close to my heart because I really love it. Now, I'm on a egg poaching spree. You might have seen my short video that I posted. I'm mastering the poached egg in the truck because I want that warm, yummy, soft yolk all over the top of my steak with butter and salt. You dig? But yeah, I love that thing. That's the best you can ever spend in your whole trucking life. I'm telling you. I loved it so much I got a second one in case that one breaks down. Okay. I love that thing. Matter of fact, as soon as I can get affiliate link for them guys, we're going to have all kinds of stuff going on over here. James Lifeguard and Male Dancer says, hello, I'm a new subscriber. Well, thank you, James. I appreciate you guys that have subscribed either last week or this week. I got a little boost in subscriptions. I appreciate y'all very much. Send It channel member says, we have well water. Yeah. So here's a side story. As I am digging into my dad's case, I'm pretty sure they have well water. I mean, I know they have well water. But I'm pretty sure between the pesticides on the golf course, because my dad's an avid golfer, and his water table, okay, at the house, which we knew was hard water because it was rusty, right? Mom would have to clean the tubs a lot. I'm pretty sure he got really got a high level of toxicity, which brought the onset of Parkinson's disease because of the toxins from their water. Now, I was on a hunch because I'm trying to find root cause, right? And working on that. And we started him on the therapy that you will find in the book that I posted in the description called The 1 Minute Cure. We started him on that therapy, started him on methylene blue, and starting on nicotine next week. Okay. Going further, looking at his environmental places where he could have gotten, why he's so toxic, because that's what happens. So I said, after watching the documentary with Dr. Brian Artis, that It's in the Water, very educational, I suggest everybody go look it up and watch that. And of course, being from Flint, when we actually had a huge thing with our water. So I'm like, okay, they're out in the country. They got well water. But they're out in a town that has lots of farms. Made me think. So I said, hey, I know that you guys got, hard water. You got high iron in your water. And my parents have always thought that that was a good thing. It's good for you. I said, I don't think it's good. I think you got too much heavy metals in your body, Dad. So he called somebody and had them come out and test the water. Get this. They found dangerously high levels of bacteria in my parents' water. I don't know if, like, when you have a well, if you have a reservoir, whatever, they test that, right? Dangerously high bacteria. So now that's something that wasn't good. We need to eliminate. I am trying to get them to buy a whole house filter system. Okay. The water is the last place that anybody thinks to look. And I'm telling you, you better start looking there second. First is what you're eating, what's in your environment. Second, or maybe first, your water. It's right up there together. So we learned that there was dangerously high bacteria in their water. So the guy, he gives it a chlorine treatment, right? They let it sit in there for 48 hours, whatever, 24 hours. It kills all the bacteria. And then you turn on all your faucets in your house and you run that concoction through your lines. And you're supposed to be good. Does that sound good to all you guys? I don't think it sounds good. But I'm sure they kill the bacteria. But how do we know? So to me, the only solution now is a whole house water filtration system, like a reverse osmosis type thing, right? We got to get that. Dad can't have that water no more. He's like, yeah, but we don't drink that. I said, yeah, but Dad, you shower in it. And he was like stunned. Stopped him in his tracks. So that's a factor. So I'm not well water is not... I mean, if it's clean, great. But I'm saying don't take it for granted. Mark Ely says silicone dioxide. Jimmy the Hobo says 52, LOL. Miles says 52, look 40 max. Well, I try, Mile. I try to try to live a healthy life and take care of myself. And walk a lot. I try. Chief Railer says, I haven't seen a recycling bin at a truck stop. I have a camper toilet in the truck, so no. Ooh. Chief Railer, it's not fair that you are not doing videos about the cool stuff that you do in your trucking life. Okay, it's not fair. I gotta see that, because I thought about that too. I thought, you know what? Right? Because I do care about the environment, and I do care about my carbon footprint and trash as much as I can, being an 80,000 pound vehicle. Okay. You are just, look, you got to show us that stuff. That's one of the coolest things I've heard. Please consider it. I'm first in line to watch that video. I've been going through USB charging ports in the truck. The ports? Your ports are wearing out? Chief Rayaler says, my dad grew up on a farm and had a garden his entire adult life, and he has well water. He was diagnosed with Parkinson's 3 years ago. See, there's stuff going on, man. Guys, please, all you gotta do is drive and let them play. You're like, what? That book that Dr. Artist wrote it's going to change your life. And then the other one, the short book, The 1 Minute Cure, will heal your life. Yeah, Parkinson's is a thing. Now, pesticides, that's what I'm saying. Toxins, pesticides. Not because they're old. It's because they didn't know any better. So help your parents. Get them off the medications. Get them away from the killer doctors and do your research to help them. G says, good morning from Maine. I'm in Michigan. Drop deck truckers in the house. Hey, just passing by to say hello. And drive like I'm alive. All the best. Well, have a great day, Umberto. Love you. Be safe out there, brother. If you guys haven't seen one of the great pictures of Umberto's dogs, he's got one of the most beautiful dogs I've ever seen. I thought Dee Dee was like the best, and she is. But Umberto's got one unique, gorgeous dog. It says, I need to have the water tested. Yeah. Yeah, all things are not the same. Granted, you guys, down to your food, your water, air in your cab. Like, I will figure out something wonderful so that we can breathe more oxygen in here. I'm down to this. Because Snorlord alerted me to something that could be dangerous into making this a full-on oxygen chamber. He reminded me that oxygen is flammable. He reminded me that oxygen. I was like, oh yeah. Okay, that changes the game a little bit. So, I think the nebulizer treatment that you will find in the book, I think that's the solution. For us to stay healthy and get tons and tons of oxygen, or extra oxygen. We're going to have to do it through our nebulizer treatment. Okay? Simple. It's a little cheap thing. You just do a little breathing treatment a couple times a day, and you are unstoppable. Your cells are just unstoppable. God, there's so much in those books, you guys. I know nobody wants to read. I know nobody wants to hear the truth. Give you a book for your life next to the Bible, because that would be first. Be those two books. And that's why I'm just nagging you about it. Like, you got to get them in you, man. You got to listen to these books. You got to read these books. Because as soon as you listen to them, there's some heavy duty stuff in there. You are going to want to buy one so that you can refer back and earmark the pages with the stuff you really like, the get down to the bottom of it all. I got coffee stains on it. This is the book. Fire. Fire. Thank you, Dr. Brian Artis. Thank you. This thing blew my mind. And I'm on my second time reading it. He doesn't pay me to talk about his book. EXRSXS says, hello, thanks for coming in. Derek Barkley says, I'm hoping a softener and a charcoal filter will be good enough for ours. Yeah, so if you don't know what a Berkey is, you can get them on Amazon. They're a little bit pricey, but they're absolutely the best filtration system for, well, let's just say you pull up the RV on the side of a river and the river looks all muddy and whatever, but you know, shit has already hit the fan and you need some water. You can dump that muddy water in the Berkey and it will filter out 99.99 of everything. And they are certain charcoal filters. But that's the best, in my opinion, that I've ever found. And I want that kind of filtration power. So I got a Berkey for my travels. Now, it's too big to fit in my truck, but it will fit in my RV. So there's that. Yeah. But so I need to find a travel smaller version of that kind of filtration to answer the question of how I can get away from my microplastics for the most part in the truck. I mean, I'm still going to have packaging, you know, things, but the goal is to reduce, right? And I go through water the most. I go through these the most. Like, I'll be making all kinds of stuff with my water. Yeah, so I know what you're saying, Derek, because reverse osmosis systems can be expensive. But, yeah, we can't take it for granted anymore. King Louis MC says, private well, usually better than city. Well, you would think that. That's what my parents thought. My parents have 26 acres in the country. And that's their own land. They have a spring-fed pond. I don't think their water is okay. I mean, it was obviously high in minerals. We knew that. But Dad's developed Parkinson's. Now, I will say this to add to the cake. Dad and Mom have had all 3 rounds of the jabs. And so that is a factor. That's a huge factor. Which I didn't know until I read the book. And then did some further research to verify, okay, now I'm tracking this thing down like a detective. I have to look at all of his environmental effects. And what I'm finding out along the way is shocking. But we're doing some good stuff to heal him. And I can't wait till his test results come back like, oh, and his doctor's going to be like, oh. He just went back for a checkup, and sure enough, they said, Dad says, oh, I kind of want to back off this medicine a little bit. And he goes, no, we actually have to double it. Are you seeing my face right now? They want to double it. Carbidopa and levodopa. The side effects are nasty on those drugs. If your loved one is taking those, get off. Matter of fact, get off all that medication. There's other things to do that can help them. Concerns are detoxing them. They're exposed to some kind of toxicity that's causing these Parkinson's symptoms. And they tell you that we don't know much about Parkinson. We can't heal it. Yeah. They're liars and they're killers. I'm going to say it. I said it. That's it. I got a cousin that's 53 and has had Parkinson's almost 10 years. It's not an old person's disease. No, it's not. It's a toxicity. It's a toxicity factor. Charging ports no longer charging. Looking for alternatives. Well, get them changed out. Okay. I got one of those gadgets too. If I can find it. Well, one is your laptop, right? The other one is they actually sell these little blocks on Amazon where you know, like you can plug a bunch of stuff into there. And you can plug it into your outlet, or you probably can find one that will plug into your 12 volt. No, I know that. Wait, so if are your outlets working? I'm pretty sure you can find those in the truck stop there. Okay, Chief Freight Hauler, right now, get them to put nicotine patches on right now. Right now. 10 years. Go slap some nicotine patches on them. I just bought my dad's. I just ordered. I'll have to send you the link later. They're just changes it like a Band-Aid every day. It's going to straighten them out. I sent you that video, Chief Freight Hauler. Charging ports. Yeah, you're going to have to get one of those hubs, those charging hubs that you can get them in the truck stop. Blue A. Yeah, she's beautiful. Roman Reigns is in the house saying, hey. Daniel Phillips says, hello from Indiana. Hello from Michigan. Airman Deep, also India. I think he said Indiana. But Airman, welcome. Thank you from all the way over there in India. Drop Deck says, thank you, Shannon. Love you all. Also, I did pass from you. Will, Flint, Michigan. Hope everything is okay. Yeah, it's good. My load's just all screwed up, but I'll get her done. I think at worst, I'll finish it Tuesday morning at the latest. I'm going to try to shoot for better than that, but because I have so many deliveries, I don't, so maybe Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon. And I'll just keep on going. My truck is an International LT 625. Drop Deck says, I did buy the filter system to my toy hauler. Not cheap. No, it's not cheap. But it is when it comes to your health, right? Zero water filters. Okay, I'll look those up, Marion. Thank you. Aristellar, damn girl, beautiful. Well, thank you. Thank you for coming in and saying such a nice compliment. I appreciate it. Please hit the like on your way in or out if you're just passing through. I appreciate you guys. Stop complaining and do something about it. Same thing happened to me and epilepsy. I had to go through 9 different doctors to finally get cured. For the audience, stop complaining and do something about it. Would you mind mentioning the key to your success? For those that want to do more research and maybe struggling with a family member that is going through the same thing, please put that in the chat. Miles says, what are you, General Hall? General Freight. Marion says, Parkinson's is hereditary. No, it's not. It's not. It is, it's from toxicity. They will tell you it's hereditary, but it is not. Miles says, based on the hat, I'm going to say International. Woo, woo! Yes, it is. AAA says, what's it like to be a female in the trucking industry? It's fun. She's 50, not 75, Sean. What did Sean say? Oh, I love my trolls. Looks like Sean got in trouble. Sean, you got to fill in here. And thank you, Mile, for backing me up. I appreciate you. Benjamin says you have kind eyes. Okay, to answer your question, AAA, what's it like to be female in the trucking industry? It's super exciting. It's super fun, and it's super hard, and it's super dangerous. And I love it. And that's what this channel is about. So if you want to see like how it's been for me, there's so much discussion on that. That's the topic of this channel. You can go through my shorts. You can go through my past lives. You can go through my past videos. And then you will feel the vibe, okay? Thank you for asking. AAA says you can also have a heated lunchbox that you can plug into the cigarette lighter port. Yeah. Now in my cab, I've got a microwave. I've got rechargeable things like my coffee grinder, my espresso machine. These are USB rechargeable. I have my water, this heats liquids up, so I use it for water, for my espresso machine. But this plugs into the cigarette. I'm going to call it a cigarette lighter, but it's a 12-volt outlet. This plugs into that. I have my coffee maker right here that plugs into the 110 volt because I have two sets of 110 volts, like household plug-ins in my cab, one on each side. So my microwave plugs in there. I have my air fryer for cooking over here that also plugs into the 110. I also have the USBs on this. I have an extra USB on this side, and then an extra USB two USBs up on the dashboard along with the 12 volt. So this truck has a lot of places to plug my stuff in, and so it's very convenient and comfortable. And if I need extensions, I can put extensions in here, you know, whatever. It's like a little RV, so I'm very comfortable in this truck. I know some guys don't have all this stuff, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, I cook with my air fryer full force like crazy. Like, I get down on the steak, I get down on the chicken, I get down on the salmon. And I've actually stopped using my microwave almost completely because, you know, the microwave stuff, I'm thinking that's probably not good for my nutrients, so I'm backing away from it. I'm just about to take it off the truck. I've been testing because it's like, okay, can I live without the mic? Because I had to sit here and listen. I'm like, man, there's dust on my microwave. I haven't even like touched it in like, you know, a month or so. And I'm like, you know what? But if I'm not using it, I should just take it out. And then so I thought, all right, I'll run a month to see if I can just like live without it. If I'm actually just doing everything that I do is kind of routine, so maybe I can just get rid of it. I think I'm going to do it. Because I'll be cooking my broccoli, taking it out of that plastic bag, out of the freezer, and then cooking it in my little thing. And so I don't need the microwave anymore. And I have a kettle to heat up my liquids in a nice, safe manner, non-microwavable. I think I can get away without it. I'm subbing to you, ma'am. You're a cool lady. And Umberto is a top mod. Y'all have a great day. Thanks, Smile. I appreciate you. I'll see you next time. You have a great day, too. Thanks for coming in for coffee with us this morning. Microwave is bad for you. We haven't had one in years. Anchor charging cords have always been good luck with. There's charging blocks. Yeah. Yeah, now that you really got me thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, there's a million things. You can just get like they got strips. They got power strips and all that. I've just gotten so used to just having these. Never been faced with that issue. Calling it a cigarette lighter shows your age. Like, you ain't lying. Yeah, no microwave. I'm about to air fry some pork chops. All right. Oh man, it makes pork chops so good. I'm not eating pork anymore, but I did make it. It's way better than the oven. Red Lady says, pull the microwave out if you have more storage space. Yeah, it'll give me, it'll give me a little bit of that. Have a great week, everyone. Egg cooker dealio. Yeah, I love it. Loose Square says, hey, hey. Okay, guys, we're at 2 hours. I gotta pee. My coffee's gone. God bless you guys. Thanks for coming in. Please hit the like if you haven't. Thanks for hanging out with me on in the Trucker Cafe for today, Sunday, October 5th, and this first day of the week. I just want to bless you and God be with you this week and be safe and do something kind for people this week. Maybe more than one thing, right? And most of all, be safe out there and just be grateful. Start your week out with a grateful heart. And just love on your family if you're with them right now. And if you're out there driving, I ask that God blesses you and keeps you safe today. And go get that money. Until next time, see you later. Peace out.